Seubert.
Here, get up next to the table. Oh. Everybody else on the other side of the table. Let's get this thing organized.
Where are we going to stand?
Right.
Guys are on the side, right?
Give me some space here, guys. Come on. Well, this is a bigger production than I thought. The offensive line, guys. I'm Eric Kennedy with BigBlueInteractive.com. Thank you all for coming out here in the middle of a work day. I really appreciate it. I think it's a tribute to Rich that you're all out here to see him and to thank him for his career. And really what we're out here today for officially is to award him the Big Blue Interactive Player of the Year trophy. But I think unofficially we all know that we're also here really it's a great opportunity to thank him for 10 years of service, 10 years of hard work and sweat, fighting through injuries. Rich, guys.
Yeah. Hey, all right.
Before we get started, I'd like to thank a few people that are instrumental with all of this. I'd like to thank Rob Nargi, who couldn't make it today, but he's the one who's responsible for getting the trophy each year, and he does a great job with that. He's one of the architects of this event each year. Without him, we really couldn't do this. I'd like to thank Tim Motz, who's BBI's PR guy and his event coordinator, and he really, without him, we couldn't do this as well. Pat Hanlon and the New York Giants organization, I'd like to thank them as well. This is fantastic. I can't even imagine what Dan Snyder would charge for something like that. Thank you guys for doing this. Pat, recently promoted, where's Pat? Oh. Yeah. Recently promoted to Senior Vice President of Communications. Pat is a bit of a cult. Pat's a bit of a cult hero on BBI, though I think we were a bad influence on him as demonstrated by his recent Twitter outbursts. Just be careful with that.
Listen, I just knew that all those people were on the attack towards BBI.
No, we never do that. Right. No, we're not. We're the good fans. And last but not least, I'd like to thank all the Giants fans on BBI who contributed financially to purchase this trophy. I think it's a trophy that we can all be proud of. And without your support, we really couldn't have done it. So thank you. Being a sports fan is a bit of a strange thing. I remember as a teenager going to training camp and just being in awe of seeing the team in person, seeing Phil Simms, Lawrence Taylor, meeting those guys. And over the years, that really hasn't changed all that much for me. And I think it's probably true for many of you guys as well, that the Giants are our team, and these are our Sunday heroes. And that's kind of changed a little bit with the salary cap. That's kind of changed with free agency. Players have come and gone a little more frequently now, and unfortunately sometimes we get caught in rooting for the jersey rather than the man inside the jersey. I don't think that's ever going to be true with Rich. Rich, wherever he decides to play next, I think is always going to be a New York Giant to us, and I think he's earned that right. I think he's earned it with his 10 years service, the scars on his legs, the ring on his finger. So please. Yeah. I'd also like to point out that one of the things that about Rich I think we all admire is he's everything that we really like in a football player as a fan. He's a hard worker. Off the field, he's an intense competitor. On the field, he's smart. He's a tough guy. We all know he's a tough guy, and he doesn't get in trouble, as far as we know, off the field. As far as we know. And most importantly, he's a very, very good football player, and that's why we're celebrating his career today. All that too. Just don't sign with Philly. We beg you. We beg you guys.
Don't say you hate us.
Go to college. Sore subject. I just want to mention a couple of things about Rich's career that stood out to me. He was signed as an undrafted free agent back in 2001, and at the time, I don't think any of us gave him a chance to get out of training camp. Out of Western Illinois, we didn't really know that much about him. We were more focused on the draft picks. Guess who outlasted all the draft picks from the 2001 class? Guess who outplayed all of those draft picks and ended up being a better player? Rich, in his second season, became a full-time starter in the NFL. So he went from Western Illinois, second year, full-time 16-game starter, left guard in the NFL. That's amazing. The following year, we all know the injury happened. Devastating injury. His leg was shattered. We all figured it was over. You know, Cinderella story's over. This is it. He comes back from that. About 2.5 years. I think it took over 2 years to come back from that. I can't even imagine all the rehab that you put in, the hours of rehab, either by yourself or a trainer. I remember reading a transcript from Tom Coughlin sometime during this period at the end of a press conference. Tom was asked, "Oh, by the way, how's Rich doing?" And Tom said, "I just saw him. He's inside the stadium. He's alone, running on a treadmill in there." And you know, he fought that battle by himself for 2 years just to make it back. And in 2006, a miracle happened. He gets back on the playing field, gets the jersey back on, and then in 2007, he's a starting left guard again on the New York Giants. And the amazing thing about that is, it was like he was never gone. He was the same player. He was still mauling defensive tackles inside. He's still out leading on sweeps and bubble screens and all this stuff. He's the same player. And I think sometimes we take that for granted, what he had to go through just to get back on the playing field. And once he was there, he was just a tremendous football player again.
You know how they do at the Oscars? You know, when they, yeah.
Cue the music.
I don't want you to stop talking, but those guys got to go fight.
Okay.
So,
All right.
you got it. I didn't have a teleprompter.
Quick notes first. In 2007, we win the Super Bowl, guys. Rich is a huge part of that team. For the next few years, the offensive line, one of the best in football. Rich is part of that group. 2010, injuries happen. David Deal goes down at left tackle. Sean O'Hara gets hurt. Adam Coates gets hurt. We're out of centers. They ask him to shift over to center. The line doesn't miss a beat. As a matter of fact, it's probably playing its best football. So, based on that performance, we decided to award you this trophy. The trophy is named after Hope Johnson, a Giants fan who passed away in 2009. She was a huge, passionate Giants fan, but the thing about Hope is she cared about the people in the uniform. And the football players that knew her cared for her because they knew that about her. And it's a tribute to her that we named this after her. You're the winner of this trophy because you're the overwhelming vote getter. You have a ring that says you were a member of the best team in football for 1 season, and now you have a trophy that says for 1 year, the fans out there thought you were the best player on that team. Congratulations.
All right.
Real quick, these guys had to go back to work. I just want to thank my teammates, thank you, Coach Platts. Obviously, awards are awards, but the guys who play next to you make you the player you are. Thank you, guys. Back to work.
Is eligible.
Buddy.
He's like next year, baby, right here.
I don't think Eli wants to be here next year.
You know about that, huh?
But so, all seriousness, I appreciate the award. Hope Johnson, I knew she was a true fan, and you guys on BBI are Giants fans. And I think the reason why I wake up in the morning, I practice hard, I like to play hard, is because of the fans that actually truly appreciate New York Giants football. And sorry. No problem.
Aaron.
Hey, Eric. Hey. Yeah.
All right, Rich, are you done? Let's pull a speech out now.
Well, I've started.
Now you can
No, but like I was saying, you know, New York Giants football fans know what they're talking about. I can't lie. Every once in a while, you know, you go on BBI, you take a look at what the fans are saying about you personally, about the teammates. And if it was good stuff, you felt good about yourself. If it was bad stuff, it made you work harder. And I just think every player wants the fans to like you. You know, you want to work hard. You want to be able to show your support to the want to win. You guys want to win. New York Football Giants want to win football games. And you know, this award does mean a lot. But the guys that are out here, my teammates, you know, Eli, Coach Slats, Coach Jack, Coach Coughlin, you know, they're the ones that get everything going. The guy gets hurt, they have a guy ready to play the next position. Those are the guys that truly deserve the credit for making players who they are. And I was just blessed to be a New York Giant for 10 years. It's my life, you know, it's my family's life. It's been truly fun, but thank you guys for having me out here. It means a lot. And he knew more about me than I think I know about myself. Right? Thanks, Pat, for setting it all up today.
Thank you.
It was a little weird coming back, but
You're welcome anytime. You know that.
you know, I am a Giant, so.
All right.
Yeah, that's right.
Put in a word with Jerry Reese about maybe resigning this guy too.
Easy,
All you guys,
Stay on
you
back
know,
soon.
I told my family this, my wife has talked about this. I'm rehabbing like I want to play football. I think for me personally, that's the best rehab you can get. I'm going to Excel, Matt Gibbles over at Excel, who I've been through the whole lockout. There's a few guys over there training. We're working hard, lifting at Overtime Sports. Those guys are trying to get me back into shape, and my knee feels good enough in a few months to go at it. You know, we'll see what team comes calling. But until then, New York Giant, happy feeling.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Isaac, you got
Do
anything
you
to say?
guys remember the shot with?
No, I was told I was supposed to throw this over the fence. Somebody got it and something happened to his leg. Right? Some guys got him and they went to different teams. Right?
There's a whole
So I got caught before I got it.
Yeah.
So I think it's gonna end the curse right here.
That's right. There you go.
That's right.
The opposite.
If I get hit going home in the car, I saw somebody. Who wrote that? Better have somebody drive him. He's not here? I read up on it. I appreciate it. This is going to go up right up next to the team MVP the offensive line got a few years ago. This is cool. This is special to me and my family. And what do you think, Hunter? Isaac, you like it? Right? Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Rich.
Thank you. Seems like got a lot of time in the fall. Everybody's got some lunch property.
We actually do. After New York. Yeah, it's like 2 minutes. Which the outfit is.
Yes.
Right, just you, what's this big deal?
Buck Wild out.
Buck Wild? Alright, thanks, guys.
I just want to let you know it's in 2 pieces. This actually will just be a little. It's in an honor. Thank you very much.